me and he's like, hey man, I'd really like you to start training me. I do triathlons. I hadn't seen this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So he comes in and I'm like, shit, he got skinny. Cool. Yeah. So you know how much I charge him?
What's that?
I was like, motherfucker, just come train with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was it.
Yeah.
Then he gained his best friend ever, which is priceless.
Which is fucking crazy, right?
Nah, hey man, shit happens, man. You know, the way the universe works.
Yeah,
and, you know,
yeah.
They put me in cheap general pop because they thought I was going to create a gang. That's how influential I am.
Yeah.
So, no, at that point, I'm just like, bro. No, I'll tell you what, if I was doing life or something, yeah, maybe, right? That's going to be my life.
Yeah.
But I knew that I had a date to get out. So I'm like, okay, I'm just a tourist, bro. I'm getting out this motherfucker.
Those are the lessons. That's what I love about strength and conditioning, fitness, all of it. When I hang up the gloves for good, when I hang up being competitive, I don't know when that is. I'll still have fitness.
Yeah, of course. That's the plan.
Yeah. Thought about bodybuilding. Well, not competing, but
Shut up.
When I'm done, no, hell nah. There's no way. Nah, there's no way. But I talk about it, a few times with one of my friends, man. Maybe doing that. I'll still stick to the CrossFit. I like it. At least doing what I'm doing. Yeah. I just wing everything, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna be real. I don't even know if I know what I'm doing.
When you train, like the stuff I see you post besides your boxing, is it like you do write it down? Like I'm gonna run down the treadmill because you like do some sprints, then you go do like
obviously I want to do legs today, work on my upper body, legs and whatnot. I gauge it that way. Yeah. But sometimes I just in my head I just pick what I'm doing and then do it stationally, like rotationally,
Yep.
Your cameraman's awesome, by the way.
He's getting better.
So good.
Are we talking about Kim?
Kin is good.
No.
Kin.
And whoever does your day-to-day social media.
That's Keo, man, the young buck. I was actually gonna bring him tonight, but he worked at 8, so man, I just teach him on, let him know.
His social media game is really fucking good.
Great, dude.
Drives me crazy sometimes.
And it's cool because you can hear him hitting mitts, but then the music's perfectly dubbed.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Crazy.
It's like I need to get Sean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
People used to ask me like, "Who does your social media?" I said, "I do." I said, "Bro, I could do a reel right when I'm done because everything is timeline for me, homie." Yeah. So you won't see me post something. Well, sometimes I do it, but normally during my day, it's timeline. Like that's what I did.
Yeah. You're pretty accurate with the time of day.
Yeah. I mean,
you're not one of those like, hey, I just posted at night, but I worked out at 9 a.m.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes though I'll use footage because they're good footage.
Yeah. Like if you're sparring with him,
I'll use it for later on. I don't get a chance to use it. I use it, man. Yeah. Because content's great, right? Yeah. Or you wanna. Like we were talking about, the business and what we do, we're still active.
And he has like the motivational speeches in the background. Yeah. While he's like hitting mitts. Yeah, just cool, man.
No, it's
always
nice
to see you, dude.
I mean, because you're speaking to your audience. I like that.
I used voiceovers sometimes to send a message. Yeah, we fuck around.
Yeah, it's not always serious. It's cool. Like, it's like it's a hit and miss. I mean, it's both. A mixture of both. Yeah, which is cool.
People get to see another side of me too.
Exactly.
Because some people they don't see that side of me.
Of course.
I'm like, well, this is who I am, man.
Yeah.
I got jokes too, man.
Of course.
You feel me? So but we have fun over there, man. That's it. Yeah. If you ain't having fun, man, I don't know why you doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I didn't have fun this morning. It was hard.
We talked so much shit at the gym.
That was fun.
I'm sure it's like that at your
crazy.
No, for sure. That's why I get it, bro. Like, cause I'm a shit talker, homie. Like, and I think some people, get offended sometimes, but and then I have to just explain. I hate that word.
It's the worst
because I have to.
You can't be you.
I'm very considerate about people's feelings, man. Because sometimes I feel like I'm too upfront, right?
Sure.
And so I just gotta
tone it down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. People just have a hard time receiving things.
Yeah.
I'm not responsible for that, But
of course,
if I can control how I deliver it, and hopefully, they can get it on the first shot.
Yeah. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, my goal is never to hurt anybody's feelings. I do I have my personal goals, like personal message that I want to send. And like I was telling you about the crab effect, and then there's 50% obesity rate. Like, man, I see overweight kids, and I'm like, fuck, I want to say something. I want to say something like, come to my gym. I could change your life. You know, like the path you're, because I've seen it. I've seen, you know, my brother-in-law passed away a couple of years ago. The last conversation I had with him is, hey man, you got to start training with me.
Right.
You know, and that was it. That was the last time I spoke with him. That was it. You know, and so like, it's personal to me. Like, you know, everybody that I talk to, like, you need this gym or you need a gym. Train anywhere. I don't care where. If it's not mine, go to Alex's gym, go to Paradise. I don't know how many people I've sent to Paradise because they'll come in and they'll say, hey, I just want to work out on my own. Do you have any machines? I'm like, you're probably better off at Paradise.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
No, I get it, man, because I put everybody out to, like, hey, you know, this gym might not be for you, but you got, you know, I let them know you guys still, you know, you just got to find a home, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's it. Wherever makes you feel most free.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah. So.
Speaking of, I wanted to tell you about mine and Anmal's first interaction. Like, we met, I think, 2017 when I first opened up the gym.
Okay.
But
wait, hold on. Yeah, wait, the gym opened 2017?
Yeah.
I thought 2016.
2017. I moved back in 2016, but I opened up 2017 February. And he came in. He was overweight then. He was like, "Yeah, hey, I'm gonna start training at your gym soon."
I was in the grand opening with my parents.
I looked at him, and I looked at him like, "Who's this balding kid talking to me right now? Little chubby butterball." You know, I wasn't judging him, but I was hardcore judging him. I didn't see him again. He didn't. Of course, he didn't. He proved me right. I was never gonna see that motherfucker in the gym.
Yeah.
And then fast forward to last year, he messages me.
No, 2023.
It was 23?
2023, end of November.
Okay.
Like,
so
right
he
on
messages me and he's
Thanksgiving,
like,
right before Thanksgiving.
hey man, I'd really like you to start training me. I do triathlons. I hadn't seen this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So he comes in and I'm like, shit, he got skinny. Cool.
Yeah.
But he goes, yeah, so right now I'm working with the personal trainer and I want you to start training me.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. I'll run you through a session. We talk numbers after. I run him through a session. Of course, he's a good athlete.
Yeah.
Afterwards, he was like, yeah, so I paid so-and-so this much money.
Yeah.
And I started doing the math because he pays like monthly or something. It was monthly?
6 months.
He paid 6 months in advance.
Yeah.
And that number sounded good until I started doing the math and the hourly. And I was like, motherfucker, did you just rub two nickels together and think that I was going to be happy about that? Like, this guy wanted me to work for like $15 an hour. He's trying to pay me minimum wage.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
It was something obnoxious.
No, it was 32.
It was obnoxious.
It was 32. It was like 32.
It was something that I wouldn't get out of bed for.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, let's keep it humble and all that, but at the same time, motherfucker was paying me to be a slave.
Yeah.
Shit was crazy.
Yeah. Hey.
I didn't mean to be offensive.
It was it wasn't. It was the funniest thing ever. So you know how much I charge him?
What's up?
I was like, motherfucker, just come train with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was it.
Yeah.
Then he gained his best friend ever, which is priceless.
Which is fucking crazy, right?
Nah, hey man, shit happens, man. You know the way the universe works.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been amazing since meeting him. Like, he's probably one of the first friends I've ever felt like friendship, like actual friendship, where it's not.
I get you, man.
I think when I say that I've been around parasites since like most of the people, not that I surround myself with, like my wife's, love of my life, kids, employees are employees,
right?
But he is a friend rather than a fucking parasite.
Yeah.
And that, like when I started interacting with him, I was like, wow, you know, how special that is, you know?
No, I get it, man. I have a few, few people like that in my life now, you know? Thank God for that, like guardian angels, man. So,
it's always good, man.
Yeah, for sure. So, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's hard, especially here in Guam, right? Like, we talk about it sometimes. It's like, it's like, hey, don't forget that I scratched your back in 2015, bro. Like, God,
man.
Why can't you just be my
trust
friend?
Trust me, I've been through it all too, man. I think I told you, man. I'm still 45. I'm still weeding people out. You know, like how's that even possible? You know, so but I just stay on my lane, man. I'm a very I'm alone a lot. You know, you see me with the same people.
Yep.
you know, yeah, man, I just, you know, that's it.
Honestly, I'm running out of content. I mean, because him and I make so many videos together. I was like, man, I need to get some new friends.
Yeah. I like being alone, man. To be honest, you know, I do better.
You're not disappointed that way.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
That's what
no
it
expectations.
is, too. No expectation. Can never be disappointed.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, man. But, yeah.
No, it's true, though. But, like, the other thing that we were talking about is, like, success breeds the haters, obviously.
Yeah.
And with Anmal, you know, like, he's lost so many friends since losing weight.
Yeah, dude.
Which is crazy, right? They like him fat. Like,
bro, I can say, like, I was telling him, like, after my surgery, I feel like I became better because I had to get in shape.
Yeah.
And, like, come back stronger because I got hurt. And, like, I got faster after my surgery. Like, the drills that we did, the sprints that we did, like I was explaining earlier, it's just the constantly competing in a 5K. Even if it was, like, some BS 5K, we still did it. I still picked him up.
Right.
He still went with me. You know, we had maybe Jose, one of the guys that work out with us, go. Even though we're trying to beat each other, we're still there. Like, hey, dude, I'm keeping you accountable. Picking you up at 5:30. Yeah. Like, we did, like, one weekend, like, we did, like, I think 6 5Ks in 3 weekends.
Wow.
And, like, you know, pushing it.
Yeah.
Like sending it.
Yeah.
And every weekend I got faster because the training we're doing and faster than it was before that. And I was like, man, I didn't have the friends that I had at the 5K earlier, but I had him there.
Yeah.
And he didn't run as much as my other friends.
Sure.
Which is crazy because it's like the mentality is,
it's just the mentality.
I want you to do well, but I don't want you to do better than me.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Like, hey, dude, don't worry. You'll be faster next week. Like, don't worry. Like, consoling the reason why you're not improving. Dude, remember, you just got hurt.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, that's a factor, but, like, you know, he tells me when I'm pushing through something and you can see him in pain or something, he's like, dude, it's not that I'm going to tell you to stop, but I'm going to find an alternative. Yeah. But, you know, some friends are like, just take it easy today. You already ran 7 times this week.
Right.
He's like, no, maybe get on a bike. Take it easy. You can move, but let's find an alternative, right? And that's what what he does.
That's
like, it's good, you know. So
that's
I don't want you to stop improving.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, you know. So.
But I see the bond, man. You know, I envy that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, thank God. I still, you know, me and my homies, man. We're still together. Yeah. You know, we're just older. You know, most of us got families. You know. Yeah. That type of shit.
So you grown man shit now.
Yeah. So you know. But nah, man, I get it, man. You know, that's what's up. You know, and I'm grateful to have also, you know, feel, you know, extended brothers in my life too, man. That got, you know, I feel like, you know, I always tell them, man, like, man, I think God put you in my life, man. For real, for real. You know, and like I use that line. Yeah. Because I really feel like, you know, without these certain individuals, man, I feel like, you know, I probably would have, you know, ended up back in jail. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So you got people who believe in you and you know, want the best for you, man. And, you know, it just makes me want to cry, dog, because, you know, straight up, it's like the people that you thought, you know, that would have wanted that for you. Maybe you know, wants the complete opposite, you know, and I've been learning that, man. Learning the hard ways. Unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is, you know.
And like, you know, like you know, they call you like OG, you know, so a lot of people obviously have the respect and look up to you in that certain thing. So you're going to have a lot of people wanting to not like hang on coattails, but also hang on coattails that you got to like be careful of, right? Like, because of, you know, the reputation that you have as far as like what you've done in the fight business or
I mean, I don't know. For some reason, everybody seems to hate me all the time. Or
really?
At some point, ends up hating me. You know, I don't know what it is. You know,
maybe because you keep going and you're not stopping.
Yeah,
so.
you know why? Okay. I'm not trying to. You know, again, we want to be humble, right? But sometimes, man, when it's time to not be humble, you gotta just not be humble, right? But I just feel sometimes it's because of that. You know, my age and what I'm still accomplishing. You know, and I'm just, you know, but well, even that maybe, but. You know, at the end of the day, man, I'm just really just doing me, man. Yeah. I'm just doing what I want to do. You know, I'm not asking anything from anybody. You know, I'm just doing me, bro. You know, at the end of the day, and it seems to be an issue for other people.
Well, I mean, if I don't see how you can't gain inspiration out of this. I mean, because, you know, 2019, you get out and you hit the ground running. You do everything. You do everything that everyone talks about doing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the success rate post incarceration is super low. It's like 1 and 3%, right? So this motherfucker gets out, starts fighting immediately, creates a brand. Amazing.
You create your own training camp essentially.
It's been tough, man.
Open up a gym, multiple businesses.
Yeah.
Independent hustle, man.
Yeah.
Real talk. And it is what it is, man. I was gone for 6 years, so a lot happened in those 6 years that I'm learning and man, things change, man. For me, I'm like, okay, well, people change, things change, but to me, I feel like the rules don't change, bro.
Yeah.
So I just pray to God every day. That's why I stay away, because I think it's safer that way. And I don't know, man.
Like he said, like no disappointments in case you come off a certain way that you're not meaning to. You're not disappointing anybody with it, which could essentially disappoint yourself.
But I mean,
that's what he.
Yeah, but if you really like break everything down, like what have I done
exactly
for you to?
Exactly. Some people just hate.
I have no idea why.
You don't even know why.
I think about that.
Exactly.
I'm just like I scratch my head.
Yeah, you don't even know why.
I give more than I take. I'm not fucking out here fucking. I don't know, bro. It's just it's every time the topic comes in, I'm like fucking. I'm already.
You're jogging.
You're bedazzled.
Like,
what the fuck did I do?
What the hell did I do?
When you were sharing that story, man, about your running partners, I'm just like, damn. Can you imagine? This is just because he's running.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
like,
he knows. Yeah.
Like I won't lie to you. I'm just thinking about that right now. I'm just like, damn, dog. Like,
dude, trust me, it was very, very intense. I don't want to go.
So the toxic friendships are.
I called him.
Crazy.
He was in training camp. I'm sorry, in boot camp. And like I spoke to him about it, and he's just like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. I'm just like, "Bro, I tried to like wait till he got back, but we just ended up speaking about it." And I was like, and he just saw. I mean, these were everyday people, every fucking day.
I was listening, man.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I didn't want to. I don't want to interrupt you, but in my head, I was just like, "What the fuck?"
Crazy.
Yeah, what's wrong with people, right?
So I'm like that too, man. I'm just like freaking out, Like,
you don't lift yourself higher by putting people down.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
it.
Yeah. I mean, I could be a fucking dick too, right? If I wanted to.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, bro, I put my money where my mouth is.
Correct.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't talk shit, bro.
Yeah.
If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it.
Exactly.
And that goes with anything, and I just it's tough, man. It's tough because before I used to, handle and deal with
violence. Violence solves everything. It's crazy. Scorched earth has just been the policy that's always worked, but in today's day and age, we can't do it anymore.
Exactly.
Man,
like with everybody pulling their phones out, like you can't do what you want to do. It's,
You just never know who's gonna make a bigger deal out of it.
I don't know how many times I'm on the road where I think about just pulling over and just bashing somebody. That I see because Guam's that small.
Exactly.
I'm in the grocery store, run into somebody, and they, they look away because they know.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, you're so lucky that I'm a gentleman in today's society.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's
But Alex, I wanted to ask you a question. When you like in your the time served, like did people inside the jail ever like because of your MMA? Yeah. Did you ever feel like you had like you weren't
like
as
people
scared,
like people challenged me?
Yeah, exactly. Because
I wasn't scared, and I'm not saying.
No, I'm not saying scared, but did you feel just like, listen, I have a one-up because you're skilled, you're a professional skilled.
Nah, bro.
fighter,
it's so crazy, man. I had a friend. I was on pre-trial release.
Sorry to ask, by the way.
No, that's fine. Yeah. We said I was okay discussing some of that, but I had a friend, man. She used to, she's from Guam.
Yeah.
She moved out to New York. She would visit every summer, and I think I was one summer I was going, on pre-trial release, and she would come and see me, and we would have coffee. And she's very, very godly, and she talked to me, and she stopped me, man, and she was like, Alex, you ever think that maybe you're going to prison for a reason? Like to be like to help people.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
But it's so funny, right? Because maybe on my third year, whatever. Made me realize I was doing a lot of reflecting, dog. And I won't lie to you, I feel like I got smarter being in prison because I read a lot and I did a lot of research. Mind you, I don't know if you remember or if I was, allowed to do the school program.
Oh, I didn't know.
So I was going to GCC. It was very like, it wasn't like public until I kind of like violated, whatever, right? So anyway, it made me realize like on my third year, like, damn, I got all these people coming up to me, trying to talk to me, ask for help, ask for advice, just like, I was like, damn, and I thought about what she said. I'm like, maybe I don't know.
Maybe there's a reason.
Yeah,
maybe attract people to like maybe feel like there's a way out of this.
I mean, don't get me wrong, bro. Like I've had, you know, in prison I was, you know, quote unquote an enforcer.
You don't know who you're gonna meet in there, right? Like,
no, I know, you know, like, you know, but at the end of the day, bro, they didn't put me in cheap general pop because they thought I was going to create a gang. That's how influential I am.
Makes it. You probably would. Would you have?
No. At that point, I'm just like, bro. No, I'll tell you what. If I was doing life or something, yeah, maybe, right? That's gonna be my life.
Yeah.
But I knew that I had a date to get out. So I'm like, okay, I'm just a tourist, bro. I'm getting out this motherfucker.
Nice. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, no, dude, trust me, dog.
Would you?
Would you? Because
it was more the reputation too, you know, like who I was out here.
I was saying your reputation preceded you. Everyone probably didn't want to go near you in that way.
That's what I'm trying to ask you. Did people fear, like, wow, sorry,
they
OG Alex Castro's here, fighter, you know.
I wouldn't say fear. I think at the end of the day, it was just respect. You know, like just because I respect people, you know, and
you want to just do your time and get the fuck out.
Yeah, but prison too can be hell
for no reason.
Yeah, bro. Trust me, you're gonna come up. You're gonna, you know, come across incompetent ones, and just you're gonna have people try to provoke you.
And they got nothing to lose, or you do because you're getting out.
Yeah, you know, my last year they tried to set me up.
See, exactly.
I went through that. Like, you know, someone either outside didn't want me to come out. Yeah. Because, you know,
whatever reason. Sure. Someone hating again.
And then of course, you know how it works. Sometimes it's like when you're an asset in prison, you know, an enforcer, and you know you're able to stabilize.
Yeah, you fulfill
structure.
They want you in there. It's like that's how the prison works, dog. Yeah. So they try to either get you to catch another case or extended time so you can, you know. That's how it works, man.
Wow.
But again, man, thank God, man. You know, I prayed, and this is how I really, I started to really believe and have faith, man. Is, you know, during that time, that dark time, you know, I prayed a lot because I didn't have nobody at the time, you know, and I just felt like my back was against the wall, like, you know, I was being set up, I was being provoked, and somehow, man, I just found the strength to just maintain, you know, and keep my cool. And sure enough, man, you know, I won my case.
You kept dreaming too, though, right?
Well, in the process of that, yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, like you never stopped.
As far as like what I wanted to do, absolutely. Yeah. I knew that when I got out, I wanted to continue fighting. Yeah. You know, and obviously when I opened up the shop, you know, that's something that I wanted to continue as well. You know, when I got out and I just went ham on it, man. I started, you know, doing a lot more cinematic reels. Yeah. You know, like kind of sharing my creative side. So, you know, I got a little other talents too. Yeah. So
you started doing things that you thought you would have never, because like you're just not taking shit for granted, like in that sense now. Like you've experienced the worst it can get.
Yeah, right? I think next to being in a hospital bed, I think prison might be the second worst place you want to be at, right? Mm-hmm. But and you know, of course, I don't want to go back, right? Of course. Like you mentioned, man, like 75% of parolees end up back in jail. Yeah. You know, even that, coming out, I was being provoked when I first came out. So I had to deal with that too. You know, parole hitting me up on like the second month, saying someone called them and said I was at the club. Like, I'm just at home, you know, so I had to do it a lot, man. Yeah, trust me. Wow. A lot of shit I don't share, man.
It's funny because I remember his stories. He would he'd post his TV and his feet. He's like, I'm clearly at home. Nice feet, bro. You know?
watching Sunday UFC.
Yeah. You know, it's so crazy, man. Like when I put the time to, that's like my alibi. That's, you know, like, bro, I was so on top of my shit because I felt like I had
IG has that timestamp.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I had to be on top of my shit, bro, because that's how bad somebody wanted me back in prison. Wow. You know what I mean? Where I had to really, you know, like stay on my tens, bro. And, you know, it's crazy. But I survived it, man. Survived parole. And, you know, again, it's one of the hardest things for, you know, for someone like me, I think, you know, to come out and, what do you call it? I mean, I don't,
you're the 1%.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
That, you know, but man, got my life back, and you know, became a free man again. Yeah, and you know, never really took it for granted, or you know, I never want to take that for granted. You know, because it's as easy as I can go back to jail like that. If I didn't have the right head, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of times where I struggle, where I want to take that drive, or
Yeah.
But I pray, man. I pray. I bounce back from prayer, and thank God again for what I have. The gym and the brand that keeps me, busy and helps me suppress.
Do you write those daily prayers?
No, man. To be honest with you, I pick off some. Do everything's on social network. Nothing I know I came up with. Obviously everything I know either someone taught me or I researched, or I'm the type of guy where I can read something and spin it off, make it mine. So I just kind of use it, and I'll never pray or say something that doesn't relate to what I'm going through in my life.
Sure.
Even with music, I communicate through music, bro.
Yeah.
And
so you post a lot of Tupac stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I try to find a way to just to send a message or communicate or vent, cope with my daily struggles, man. So
nice, man.
It's pretty cool though, to be able to use your social network to do that, and I learned how to do it.
Yeah, it's your outlet, but at the same time, you're relating with people. Like people relate to you.
It's a win-win. I tell everyone it's a cheat code, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm basically just and I said it before, man. If you're not motivated by the way I move or what I'm doing, then you're a fucking hater.
Yeah, unfollow me.
Crazy concept, right?
I got 15,000 followers.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck they are, but
just unfollow me, bro.
I follow like 200 people because I want to be influenced by them somehow. Or if it's my sister, I want to see my nephews. Like stuff like that.
I got you.
Yeah. But otherwise, I'm not following.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't let anybody into this.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. I follow Anwal's sister.
I don't know who his sister is.
She's cool. I was just kidding. I was just teasing him.
But man, that's I was wondering about that, like how your MMA background fit into the jail.
I was warned, and someone was pulled me to the side. I'm like, hey, you're gonna get tested, right?
Yeah,
niggas are gonna test you, dog. I'm like, I'm always game, dog. When it comes to
defending yourself.
I'll tell you right. I went to prison one way, and I did my time the same way.
Yeah,
everyone would tell you, dog, in prison, I never changed, dog.
Yeah,
came out, I was the same nigga.
Were you?
Yeah.
Well, technically,
more well read though.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? But I never changed. I'm still the same dude.
That's kind of what I was wondering. Is like because you obviously you picked up a lot of experience while you were in there. Like you read a lot.
Yeah.
What changed? Like, did you value life more? Like that kind of thing.
Nah, man, just time, dog. Time to reflect.
Time
to think, bro. And I think a lot.
Yeah.
I overthink. Like I'm a deep thinker.
Yeah.
Right? So. Being able to be alone, right? Especially most of my time, they never put me in a cell with anybody for some reason. I was happy about it.
So they never put you in a cell?
In a cell with anybody.
No, with no release.
Solo.
Yeah, it was always solo.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so until I was at the halfway house, then I was, obviously it's open bay, so I had a roommate. But
how was he?
He was an older guy, he's still locked up. I always pray that they give him a chance and they let him out. But he been in there for like 40 years, bro.
Wow.
Always getting denied parole and all that. So it's tough, man. But it was okay. The halfway house was fine. It seemed like the only place the legitimate place they can place me.
Yeah.
Besides the general pop.
This is all in Guam, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And but I've made some mistakes in there too, and had to go back in. So, it is what it is. Prison, you're gonna, trouble will find someone like me eventually. Yeah. And again, like I said, man, before I got out, they tried to set me up, and it's just the way it is, bro. Yeah. It's crazy, bro. Like I've been through a lot,
How about your fitness in there? Obviously, you didn't really do much, right?
Well, that's the thing. Like, no, I was fucking finding every way to work out.
Food was hard though.
Nah, I eat good in there, dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I eat good.
Tell me. Tell us more.
Yeah, bro.
Tell me more.
Wait. Yeah.
Was it a plug or?
No, I just had extra rice, bro. Like.
Okay. Oh shit.
Okay.
Nice.
No, you know what I'm saying, though, right? Like.
I because what I've seen.
I'm just saying that
horrendous.
I think of the cafeteria lady like putting the beans in the tray.
I mean,
the cheese sandwich.
I mean, I just didn't complain. Okay? I mean, you're in prison. You have 3 square meals a day. You know, you can't starve.
Yeah.
You know, and that's that. You know, so. But.
What did you eat? Sorry, what did you eat though? I
mean, I ate the food that they serve you.
Like rice, chicken.
What I meant was that in the halfway house, you're able to get incoming, right?
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I mean, I get fucking income because we can cook our food.
Oh, yeah, and you do cook well. I've seen you cook pasta and stuff.
I've
seen you cook pasta.
He's a motherfucker with his meals. I see it.
You see it?
Hey, man,
he's throwing shrimp.
Just go on. They have all the recipes and
TikTok.
I see it.
Well, I don't have TikTok, but it's on Instagram, right? You get it. You're like, oh, shit, I
see you do like salmon, shrimp, and shit.
I kept waiting to see like the prison house meals. He never does it though. Like the taquitos, you know what I'm talking about.
No, I eat good, man. I eat good in there. Like,
so you're able to cook. Okay, I didn't know that part.
Yeah. My buddy had gotten a phone in like 2020, and he kept sending me photos.
Yeah,
it was so fun. Like the food was terrible.
Yeah,
like he was doing some homemade shit that was just foul.
For as long as I was at the halfway house, man, every time we had. So what I did, right? I came up with this thing about all the extra food that we cook, right? Mind you, I supply the food. My roomie preps the food. Whatever extras we have, we pick somebody who in the unit that can't afford to eat that. So we try to do that. I'd at least try to do that to give back. There's a lot of people that are very unfortunate, man. I mean, I'm taking my shirt off my back and in prison still helping people, dog. So I don't mind, dog. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, prison's not exactly a place anyone should want to be at, But I made some mistakes, man. I carried my cross and I did my time.
Yeah.
And hopefully, everything I've done since I've been out, I can at least balance the scale, what I'm saying, on some level.
Yeah, I mean, you give it back.
Yeah.
Nobody can ever say not. I mean, when you went up to Himlani Apartments during Christmas with all those toys, I mean.
Oh, yeah. I did like 2-3 times, man.
That was solid.
Yeah. That was cool. I saw that. Yeah.
That was solid. Cool. But you know what sucks, too, is that, like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you post it, you look like that guy.
You're boasting your
But at the same time, I see that and I'm like, fuck, I gotta do something. I gotta go do something.
Yeah.
I gotta do something.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like Toys for Tots to some extent.
No,
right?
Doug, I know what you're saying, but to be honest with you, when you're doing things with the right intention, you don't feel that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean? Like, if you're a millionaire and you give some, if you're giving out money for obvious reasons, like it just looks shady as fuck when you put it in the newspaper.
Yeah,
but then see this guy in the social media and he's handing to kids. I'm like, damn.
I'm giving.
He did the right thing.
I'm just giving shirts.
It's funny because I talked to my wife about this. Like growing up, Christmas was special.
Yeah.
Santa Claus came to her house and just fucking dumped his big red bag on the floor.
Yeah.
And I was like, meanwhile, how do you think those Micronesian kids feel when when he misses their house every fucking year?
Yeah.
Because that's how I felt. Yeah. I mean, some Christmases were terrible. Right. Terrible, right. I wish I could have just skipped it. Yeah. With my alcoholic stepmother and my, dad not there. So
I don't plan it, man. I just, one day I just feel like, maybe we should do this, and and I do it. I find a way to do it, man. I mean, I got product, so I just try to put whatever product that doesn't sell much.
Well, I'm just saying, you made a lot of people's day,
very nice.
Where it's just another day in the year for them. It was amazing for once,
And kids will remember that,
Yeah,
kids will remember you're the guy. Hey, that Alex came to my thing, and the most hated. If you're giving a shirt, right? It's something that when they wear, like you said, it's not about the brand. It's like the message behind it. Like this guy gave me this, right? And like I said, a lot of good people in my dad's warehouse or the store, they're wearing it. They're spending their paycheck to buy.
There's a saying that people won't forget how you make them. What is it?
Make them feel.
People will forget. People will forget what you say to them, right? Or shit, I don't know.
But they'll never forget how you feel.
How you make them feel. Something like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like sometimes if we're in a position to get back, man, I think we should. I mean, if you can.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
absolutely.
I'm not saying because I did it, I'm better than anybody. Like I said, I hear you with the whole boasting thing, but you know, if you're doing it with you know, from a pure heart, man,
no,
like
for sure.
you don't.
No, that's how I took it too. I was like, this motherfucker is not trying to get good publicity.
He's just trying to like just do it for.
You know what? When I came out, man, I just wanted to put a dent in the culture and everything, man, and I don't know, dude. Like I said, I had so many years to plan these things, and I just did it. You know?
When you say put a dent in the culture, tell me
make
more.
Make a difference, bro. Like
I like what you're saying with that, but
just make a difference, man. Like, you know, you got all these other brands that are all about the money, you know, like, and it doesn't have to be about that. Like you're doing t-shirt drop for. What is it? Down syndrome, but you're you know, for a 5K, but you're not putting on your shoes doing the actual 5K.
5K, yeah.
You just selling shirts. I mean, like I have a thing about that. I don't know. I just have a thing about that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I called them out, but you know, I don't.
No, we understand
I haven't
that.
said any names, but you know, they know what I'm talking about.
All right.
No, real talk, man. You know,
no, that's legit.
Yeah. It's crazy, man, you know? So I feel like you're supposed to, like you always do it. Like you talk all your shit, but you could back it up. Yeah. You set the standard, you know? We can't talk all this shit and then not do it.
And not show up to the race, right?
Oh, exactly. Not show up to the race. Exactly,
that's
dog.
exactly right. Exactly. And, you know, all I want is more competition.
Yeah.
Like actual competition in a race, in a fight, and any means of competing, I want to do it.
Yeah.
Ken's kid came up to me the other day after I got off the treadmill, and he's like, "I bet you I could beat you in a race." I was like, "Bet you won't." And I ran across the gym with him.
Yeah.
I'm only doing that because obviously he has better genetics than me.
Yeah.
Coming from, I think his wife's Colombian. No, I think she's Cuban and he's black. So obviously he's going to beat me. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm going to win.
Yeah, I tell everyone, man, you're like probably one of the most in shape guys in Guam.
Yeah.
You know,
no, real talk. I'm not blowing smoke, bro. I just, you know, I've trained with you. I've seen you work ethic. You know, I could tell. You know, I could beat people, man. You know, I mean,
what else am I gonna do? Like, the answer is like, if I don't do this, why would anybody train with me? Like, if I wasn't legit, you know, if I'm not who I say I am, just like most hated. If you're not a real fucking gangster, who the fuck are you? Who is this guy selling this stuff, this streetwear? So, like, for me, honestly, it just stems, like, it's not that I don't want to be fat. I never want to be poor again.
Yeah, I got you.
I fucking hate the thought of being poor.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy. Yeah. It's not even about objects anymore. Yeah. You know, I have a shoe closet upstairs that is filled to the brim. I just want to throw all that shit away now. But the thought of going back to, you know, my childhood, like, I'll wake up and have nightmares, man. It's terrible.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. That's what pushes me into that sixth gear that not everybody has.
Right.
And I know you know what that feels like.
And I just I do my best, man, every day. You know, really. I feel like, you know, you don't lose if you don't quit. You know, at the end of the day. So I'm not gonna quit. So I can't lose. That's how I see it.
Can't stop what you don't kill.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That too. You know? But yeah, man, this is great, man. Thank you guys.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much for coming, dude.
You know, like, honestly, I feel like there is gonna be a sequel after your next W.
Yeah, okay.
We got to do a follow up because I have a
feeling
feeling that this next one's it. Like, something's gonna change.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, like we'd be silly to keep walking down the same path and making the same mistakes.
Yeah.
I have this feeling, though, this next one, you're going to do something special.
Yeah, man. I you know, obviously I get better. If you watch my fights, man, I get better every single time.
Yeah.
And I just feel like for myself, for Guam, and for all the hard work, man, I feel like I posted it the other day, man, about I'm going to win this fight.
Yeah.
You know, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking win this fight. You know, this next fight, and I just feel like I've gotten to this level now, you know, with my boxing level where like I can fight, you know, the best guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, we'll see, man. Hopefully they find me an opponent for
we're definitely in your corner for this. I mean, anything Anmol and I can do, even if it means running up the Governor's Hill just to knock on the door.
Yeah, like I said, man, maybe we can do that one day. You know, you can
come through.
Come
wherever
through,
you are.
You can test my, what is it called? My recovering.
We just want to see how high we can get your heart rate and how quickly we can get it back down.
Dude, it'd be a pleasure, man.
For sure.
Anytime.
Yeah, hell yeah, super down.
But good luck to you, man. So hopefully September 16th, right?
Hopefully, man. There's
12th. Was it 12th or 16th?
The 12th, September 12th.
Okay.
And that's in Miami.
Miami.
Nice.
So you know, again, it's always
it's always your family too.
Yeah, you know, I get to knock two birds out with one stone. You know, see my girls, and also
that's special.
Fight, so you know, hopefully they can get me on, man. He said he's gonna get back to me ASAP. You know, I share it right because I'm all about trying to manifest.
Of course.
You know, you have to see it before, you know, and I think a lot of that too, a lot of things that happen in my life, it's through manifestation.
No, the fact that you were just camping out in his backyard, essentially waiting for a fight, I think that speaks volumes about like how far you're willing to go.
2 years, man. It took me 2 years to get that first Miami fight. You know, after the Thailand fight, and the deal was if I win this fight, right, with Gustav, you know, he would get me on the U.S. circuit. Unfortunately, I lost. I got fight of the night. I mean, does that count? I don't know.
After you dropped him in that first round, I was like, ooh.
I don't know. I'm still trying to get it, Jay. I'm still trying to get it right, bro. I don't know. I'm more technical now, so I'm trying to get back to the you know, how I used to fight, where I'm really dirty, but then be technical and dirty. You know, I'm trying to put that together, man. You know. You know, but at the end of the day, man, I do my job and I put on a good show.
Always.
Nobody will always remember.
Always,
that,
dude.
You know?
Nobody can ever say
your posts never get old, even when you reshare like an old fight. It's always cool to see like I mean, this sounds weird, but like a different side of an angle of like maybe where you got hit or something where you hit him. You know, so it's cool.
I like to take advantage. I use all the footage. Bro.
Yeah, it's cool.
You know, so you know, I could always use it to send a different kind of message.
I think what's cool is that you could see like all the passion and the rage in your photos.
Yeah, dude.
Like it's crazy.
Especially when you're like throwing.
That's some like National Geographic shit sometimes.
Crazy, bro.
People trip out too because like the song selection that I use sometimes, you know, for a post, I'm like, because I'm really I love R&B, dog.
Yeah.
I love slow jams, so.
They don't make that shit anymore.
Well,
the old school stuff is so good.
People freak out on that. Like what's you know, like I guess I'm supposed to just play rap, hardcore music. Rap, but I do that all the time. I could do that in my sleep, but you know, I like to, you know, I'm breaking the stigma, right? I posted a post the other day about being able to cry. You know, being able to cry in front of your friends and you know, breaking the stigma, you know, like being comfortable, you know, around other men. You know, like it's such a fucking, you know, like, but I get it though, because I used to be like that. I used to be young, you know, always trying to be hard.
Trying to be tough.
You cry, you fucking get judged. You know, you're all of a sudden you're a pussy. You know, now but I think maybe it comes of age too, getting older and
I think it comes with realizing that you're not. Yeah. Like no matter what you do, nobody can ever accuse you of being a pussy again. Yeah. You know,
you have nothing to prove anymore.
You know who you are.
Well, I say this too. I have a different level of confidence, you know, like, and not to be, you know, not to you know, brag or anything, but I really do, man, and I really don't give a shit what people think.
Yeah. No, that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
you realize who you are.
You know, and I'm comfortable under my own skin, man, and with who I am and what I represent. So, you know.
I also could tell you're trying to find the right girl, I feel.
Yeah, I'm all about love, man. I'm all about
I see that too. Yeah. It's the fighting stuff and like trying to find the right girl.
Right. Because I talked to JD about this. Like, you know, I feel like behind every strong man there's
of course.
So
you need that. You need companionship,
bro,
man. Yeah.
I'm about it though.
Of course. Hell
yeah.
Absolutely.
Without my wife, there's things that, you know, I could have never accomplished.
You know? That one post you made, your story, I love that shit.
Which one?
The one where she was giving you water or whatever, and she goes, "What can I do for you? What else can I do for you?" Bro, that fucking I commented on that.
It was
shit.
18-mile run.
Oh yeah.
That shit, shit like that grass.
She always like pours water on him even during training. She's always very supportive.
In this thing, and only one supporter, my fucking wife.
Yeah,
she was handing out waters to dudes, but
shit, like,
she made
me smile.
I made it happy.
Yeah. You want that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, why not? Right?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, but that was what's up.
They don't make them like that.
Nah, dude.
Yeah, good luck, huh?
Yeah.
I want someone to give me water when I'm dying. When I don't drink anything when I'm working out.
No, but they just like she giving them a pep talk. Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah,
what do you know? Like, fucking.
No,
like,
when I walked up, she's like, "What do you need me to do?"
Yeah, exactly.
I was in a bad state because I drank something that made my hand swell, like the sodium.
Yeah.
And she was like, "What do you need me to do?"
Right.
Just give me the water. I gotta go.
Yeah.
But yeah, she got me through it.
Damn.
Yeah. With the bag too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, it was good though, man. I mean,
respect, man, for real.
And realizing what I have, you know, my wife is my rock sometimes, you know, like, you know, I'll be crying and man, I have so many insecurities, you know, just from being a kid, you know, like growing up and, like I'll ask her sometimes, you know, like just the questions, like my insecurities and she's just there, you know, and that's, when I was at boot camp, you know, like 6 months, you know, she held this shit down. The gym, her job, 3 kids, no complaints, no backup, nobody, you know.
But I think you knew she could have done that. Otherwise, you wouldn't have.
Yeah.
You know, done what you did. So
no, it's.
You know.
I mean, she's got her military ID now, so she's like, hey. Every time she gasses up, she calls me. So there's that.
Yeah. For sure.
But we made this sacrifice. It wasn't me that, you know, it wasn't just me.
Yeah.
You know, we.
Right. Respect, man.
The gym, all of it.
Yeah.
My wildest fucking dreams.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
So
man.
That is the key to the missing puzzle. You, Anmal is the #1 bachelor on Guam. He's the most eligible bachelor, but you might be number 2.
Yeah, I'm.
We have the same car though. So that's funny.
No, you don't. Stop. Hang on. He has a better car than you. You shut your mouth.
I got lucky, man. For real. I did a whip flip. That's what I did. I did a whip flip. You know, basically, you know, good credit. You know, and used the money I downed it to down. You know, that I sold it to pay it. Like so, that's really what it was. It's not rocket science, bro.
Yeah. No, for sure.
No,
for sure. Tax write-offs,
people think I got money or you know, like I'm balling. Like nah, bro. Like I whip flip this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I just paid my fucking.
Prioritized it.
Yeah. Like that's all. I'm just a grown man, responsible, who you know pays his bills, and I was able to, you know, fortunate enough to pay my car off, you know, within 5 years.
Yeah, of course.
Anmal, bills are those things that you have to pay at the end of the month with your salary.
I know where he's getting with his stuff. I know. Hey, stay blessed, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
For real.
Both of you.
Softest hands ever.
Dude, I'm getting callous. I was looking today. Look at that.
Yeah, I saw that, man. Like,
He's
I saw you guys
like
comparing him.
No, what? Look at
that. That's some St. John private school shit right there.
But yeah, dude, thanks for coming on, dude.
Appreciate it, man.
We'll obviously see you again, and best of luck on
honestly,
this.
after your next fight, let's do this again.
Super excited, yeah, please.
I really think there's a follow-up to this.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
All right, Jay. It's always a pleasure, bro. All right.
Okay.